Episode 2.
Right.
I did an entire half hour on this. I told you what was going to happen. I told you what people have been telling me.
Right.
And sure enough, prediction 1 so far has come true. And remember,
Right.
my second prediction is going to be he's going to be retired for a couple of months. And he's going to come out and say, I'm ready to come back and I'm fighting Jake Paul. That will
Right.
be prediction 2.
Right.
Go
Right.
ahead. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's wild, man. The truth is, it's wild. How old is Tank?
30. He's just turned 30.
Well, you have
Prime of his career, bro. Prime of his career.
exactly. I was just gonna say exactly that. So it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It is what it is, man. I mean, the guy's gonna do what makes the most sense for him. I'm not gonna be mad at him for that. If that's fighting Jake Paul, and they're gonna give him a bag, and he goes the Mayweather route, right, and follows his predecessor, if you will. I don't know, man. I mean, it's boxing, man. I'm starting to. You know what I mean? It's boxing, man. I'm starting to get over dealing with any of this nonsense, man. I really am. But
Well, he's one of the last of the leftovers,
right,
of that, because obviously you have an entire globe right now of so much talent, bro. And
right,
and if I'm being honest, and again, I've told this to Papa Rundown before, so Brad, if you're listening,
yeah,
shout out to you. But I told you, man, like, I like Tank. He's a good talent, but he's not the one. He's not the one at 135, man. He's not. At 135 pounds, you got all these killers coming up. You got Abdullah Mason, who's only 21 years old,
right,
and he's fighting Sam Noakes, in an undefeated match in November, right? You got Raymond Murataya right out there right now. That guy's 27, and he's supposed to fight Andy Cruz, but he's gonna get a voluntary before that. And then you got Shakur, man, and Shakur's only 28. And Shakur's already trying to make a Tio fight happen. He's already trying to shake things up. So I think Tank is seeing, just my opinion again. I think Tank is seeing the board, and he's seeing, well, if I got to fight some real ones, this is the money, right? But then you're giving up your O.
right.
Because up to this point, the closest we've seen Tank lose is what? Isaac Cruz, maybe? Was it Isaac Cruz?
Yeah, that would be the one that you would.
And then Lamont Roach, which he did lose.
Right, correct. He definitely lost.
So yeah, man. I think that it's a little bit of all of that. But at the end of the day, that's part of what's great about boxing is you can't call yourself the best if you're not willing to fight the best. And that will actually be if he really follows through with this. His legacy going into 2026 will be everyone calling him out. Right. Everyone will basically say, well, yeah, you're popular, and yeah, you could sell out tickets, but who is in your resume that you ever fought? And now this is what happens in boxing, Turf. This is how it works, man. They dissect you like a surgeon, bro. So if we're really gonna go through it, who did Tank really beat? If you really want to talk about it, who did he really beat, bro?
Hey, that's fine.
Right now, I'm not. Now again, to Papa Rundown's point, I'm not saying Tank's not a great talent. I'm not saying Tank's amazing. I still think Tank should be in the top 5 at least. Let's call it the top 5 right now. Right. Top 4, right?
Right.
But I can't put him at number 1, man.
Right.
Yeah. He lost to Lamont Roach, so that if like it however you want to lump it, but he lost to Lamont Roach, and Lamont Roach was coming up from 130, but he has not fought William Cepeda. He hasn't fought Josh Padley. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't fought some of these folks that these other guys are fighting, right? And if we're just basing it on that, if we're just basing it on, well, who's fought who up to this point, I still argue that Shakur got the better resume, man.
Right. Shout out to everybody in all of the lands, right? We got TikTok, we got X, we got them all. We got to shout out all of our chat. They always come in support, man. Scotty Games, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show, man. What's up? How you doing? We got Chewy's in the building, man. Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. Appreciate you for coming through. Tank is him. He got too much family problems going on right now. So, hey,
Floyd had the same problems, and he was still the man. He still fought people. He still fought Canelo.
Right.
Floyd went to jail and came back and fought some monster. Yeah, it's not what I'm saying, man.
Correct. No, you're actually right. Yeah, we got the boy Chimey in the building. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. And as always, Scotty bigging us up, man. Scotty's doing it big. Love these streams. We love that you love these streams, man. Appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy the show, man. We're going to get into it, as always.
Yeah, no, Scotty, if you got some thoughts about the Tank Davis, is he retiring? Is he not retiring? That's kind of what we're on right now. And again, for all the people who have tried to argue me on this point about why I believe Shakur is where he's at, whether you like him or don't, whether you like his style or not, the man won a silver medal. I didn't see Tank win anything for the USA boxing in the Olympics. And also, as much of a great powerhouse talent, and he can pack seats and all of that, he's also getting left behind, man, because I'm looking at Abdullah Mason, man. Abdullah Mason is staring me in the face right now.
That's your dog.
Come November, I'm telling you right now, Professor T.
Yeah.
If he puts a performance in Riyadh against Sam Noakes, he's pretty much like the Ricky Hatton. He's got his own fan base right now.
He's got his own country.
He puts on a performance, bro. That kid is going to be the superstar in 2026 that everybody's going to talk about.
I agree. And I've been riding a lot of guys, man. My number one guy is Abdullah. It is, right? You know that.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, and I always talk about this, Professor G. Honestly, I wasn't even looking at him until you were like, this is my favorite fighter. Because for me, I'm a prove it guy. Right. I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, right. Sure, you're beating up that dude. Yeah. But, let's see what they do with your career.
Right.
And then when you were like, no, I'm telling you, really take a look at him. He's the real deal. So then I was like, all right, let me look at some of his amateur stuff.
Right.
Let me look at, and then you start to put it together, right? Height.
Sure.
You start to put height, discipline, right? Weight. And the big one for me, really, where it opened my eyes to seeing that this kid's a dog.
Right.
When he went in that first round, he got knocked down twice, came back to knock out that dude, right? Yep. To me, I'm like, good. I'm glad now you got tested.
Yeah.
This is your moment of okay. Right. You're not a little punk. You're willing to go. And that's where I would say is it makes Abdullah Mason exciting because he has the length and he has the speed to be able to just outbox people. Right. Like he could just stay on the outside and box them all day. Yep. But it's in his nature. It's in his nature, Professor T, to want to knock people out, man.
Absolutely.
It's in his nature. So
absolutely,
I kind of like it. I'm like, I'm with it, man. He's only 21. I hope he doesn't take too much damage getting after, if should he win the WBO in November, you're already going to hear people going, well, you should have Abdullah Mason fight Shakur. Right. You should have Abdullah Mason do this. I think Abdullah Mason should do just do you, man.
Right.
Do you, bro.
Protect the podcast. Hit the like button, y'all. Salute, fellas. Hey, appreciate you for coming through as always. You already know that's part of the TRS, man. That's the Raider Syndicate. Y'all already hit Chris up, I'm sure, because half of y'all, 90% of y'all come from that Shield squad. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate each and every one of y'all too. But if y'all don't know anything about Chris's spot, man, go on over there and check it out. As always, bro, appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate you, Chris. So yeah, but Tank, man, Tank is left out, bro. If he for real retires, there's so many 135 fighters that are so good, dude. That are all young. Just 2 weeks ago, Professor T, we were talking about Schofield knocking out Tevin Farmer, man.
Correct.
He's 22, right? You got that Cuban kid in the UK who's 21. Like, there's killers at 135, man. That's what I'm saying. Abdullah Mason is in the glamour division, and Abdullah Mason can honestly become like the Tommy Hearns of that whole group, man. He could really. I'm excited for him. I'm excited. I hope he doesn't mess it up. I don't think he will. He's a very disciplined young man. I don't think he will.
Yes, I agree. I think he's very disciplined. I think he takes risks. He's that's the thing. That's the only thing that scares me on him is he reminds me of you know what? Believe it or not, and maybe people are going, I don't know. He reminds me of a young Crawford.
That's a good comparison. That's a good comparison.
Reminds me of a young
Crawford used to get hit too, bro.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, when you're coming up like that, you don't mind getting cracked. You know what I mean? You can just withstand it. It's just something that those young bucks, right? That's why they call it a young man's game. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you got to have a chin. I mean, and a chin. I mean, this is a great question. Do you think a chin can be developed? Bingo. I don't either. I don't think that's something. I don't think there's a weight in your neck or any of that. I think you either have it or you don't.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I guess we got to call it the way it is, right? If we're talking science, right? If you get hit in the right spot,
right,
it doesn't matter who you are. It's. I used to always say this back when I was coaching Professor T, where I would tell him, your brain's like a cake in a box, man.
Right.
It's a cake in a cake box, right? Just because the box looks okay doesn't mean the cake is okay. and if you move the box, the cake inside gets all messed up, right? But in terms of the question, well, can you develop a chin?
Right.
I think that you can get. I think you can build more confidence. I think you can get tougher. I think you can get in better shape, which will help you. Right. Like getting in good shape definitely helps you being able to get up. Right. Yeah. Like
absolutely.
Berlanga was in great shape when he fought Canelo. Canelo knocked him down. He got right back up. Right. Maybe his shape wasn't as good when he fought Hamza Shearer. But honestly though, he did keep getting up against Hamza Shearer, so we can't really say that he got outmatched. But that's the thing but I would say someone like Berlanga, I'll even say Devin Haney. Like everybody always asks Devin Haney about this, but I still have not seen Devin Haney get knocked out.
Right.
So since I haven't seen that, all I've seen is he got knocked down and he got up. He got knocked down and he got up. So I'll say that he's got that inner heart. He's not like gonna give up like a punk. He's not doing
Absolutely
that.
not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Some people though, they're like Glass Joe in the video game, man. They just get some people just get knocked out. Like it happens,
Yeah, that was my joint, bro. Glass Joe, Mike Tyson punch out.
Glass Joe, bro.
Best boxing game of all time.
Yeah. Oh man, that game was is definitely one that you could play at any time. That was awesome. That was awesome. But hey, so let me ask you this. Speaking of these lighter weights, on Friday, I know we cut out early, but did you get a chance to catch up on that main event, Elijah Pierce versus Das Marinas, or you missed it?
I missed it.
Okay.
I saw the knockout though.
Remember how I was saying that it was going to be close, and it was in some fashion. Right. Because Das Marinas fought Inoue at 22.
Right.
Elijah Pierce was 122, moving up to 126 for the first time. And Das Marinas, who you can clearly see is on the fight, was a smaller guy.
Right.
He moved up to 126, and they're doing this battle. In the first round, Professor T, Elijah Pierce got knocked down. He got caught.
You
He
know
got
what? I
knocked down.
did see that fight. Yes, I did actually see that fight.
Okay.
That's right.
And then he systematically just stuck to his guns, right? Nothing pretty about what he does. There's
At
nothing
all.
pretty about it, but he's
Correct.
tough and he's got a chin,
Yep.
right? And
Yes.
and he was able to knock him out. And the way he knocked out Das Marinas was a very highlight reel style of a knockout.
Right.
Because he knocks him, he hits him. Das Marinas hits his head in the ropes. It looked very dramatic. So congratulations to Elijah Pierce. 126 is still tough though, bro. You
It is.
already know that division, man. They got too many killers, bro. Too many killers in it. And you just saw another one this Saturday in
Right.
Shoo Carrington.
Hey.
What did you think of that performance? The Shoo Carrington performance overall?
I mean, he's right on track, right? I think he's I don't know if I would say he's ready to take the next step. You know what I mean? Like, definitely not title fights or anything like that, but
Well, this one that he won was what we call the interim, right? So he got the WBC interim, which essentially means, Turf, that the current champion,
right,
Fulton, is thinking about moving up in weight. So
I get it, but that's what I mean. Like, I like champs that beat the champ. You
right,
know what I
of course.
mean? And I don't think he's gonna get. You think he's gonna get that chance to fight him? And
No, I think he's gonna have to fight one of the other champs.
and I think he's gonna end up losing. And that's
Now that I agree with, and trust me, Professor T, I was getting eviscerated on some of the other shows about this. Shout out, by the way, to happy birthday to my guy Johnny from the Hangout Spot. I know I got to get you on these shows
Yes,
too,
sir.
but the Hangout Spot.
you see. Are they on? Am I missing something as far as chat? Or do you see anything?
What's that on the chat?
Yeah.
No. I'm not.
Oh, you're
I'm
just talking about it in
Yeah,
general.
I'm talking about this. I've been on this show a couple of times.
Right. I do see Severe in the building, though. We got Severe in the building. So
Hey, Severe. So let me say my 2 happy birthdays. Happy birthday to Johnny, the Hangout Spot, guys. Check him out on YouTube, Instagram, DA and Hangout Spot. But it's a great boxing content place to go to. It's a very safe place.
Yeah.
No one's yelling at anyone. You can speak your mind. It's a very cool format. So and it's his birthday today. And then shout out to Severe, man. Happy birthday to our guy. It's today.
Severe's birthday, that's right. It is Severe's birthday. Happy birthday.
Severe's going to be partying. He's going to party like it's 1999 when he was born, probably.
Right, exactly. Like, literally that year. Like, yeah, because he's one of the last ones, right? He's one of the last ones.
Man, that's a young man right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But we also got a question in here, man.
Okay.
I've not seen Mr. Pablo Noriega. Shout out to Pablo Noriega in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Canelo didn't duck anyone. Am I wrong?
Well, come on, bro.
I mean, hey, I don't know Pablo Noriega. I don't think you do either. And
you would have to make a point about it, Pablo Noriega, because it's a very well documented thing that David Benavidez was his mandatory
big time.
Forever.
Big.
And he just kept they just kept skipping the line. So I guess if the way you're saying it is technically it wasn't Canelo that ducked him and it was the ruling of the WBC, then you can say it that way. But we all know, man. We all. It's kind of like this, right? Like right now, we're having this conversation in the heavyweight division because we just watched Alexander Usyk destroy Daniel Dubois. Destroyed him, right? So now you have Usyk, who's conquered Anthony Joshua twice, Tyson Fury twice, and then Daniel Dubois twice. And his next guy that in the boxing world we're all saying is well, give this guy a chance because he deserves it, is Joseph Parker. And
Right.
everybody, if you're a hardcore boxing person, you want Joseph Parker to
100.
get the next shot against Usyk.
He
But
deserves the next shot.
yeah, he deserves it. But if you're Usyk and you just made, I believe it was 170 million guaranteed on this last one, right?
Right.
And Joseph Parker can't bring you anywhere in the range of that money, right?
Yes.
Then are you really ducking Joseph Parker if you don't fight him, or like is that a duck, or do you
Right.
understand? Now in Canelo's case, the difference is David Benavidez would have been his biggest payday
Correct.
because
100.
everybody wanted to watch that fight. Everyone wanted.
Everybody and their grandmama. 100%.
And it would have been it would have been great, but it was creative maneuvering, I guess. Pablo Noriega.
Man, please. It was straight up old fashioned ducking, dog. That fool was ducking. I don't want that smoke. We both Mexicans. I don't think I can beat him. Did I say that out loud? I don't think he ducked him. There's no other way around this. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's not the only person he's ducked. I think the reality is when Mayweather schooled him, he took a page out of Mayweather's book. I will never say Mayweather ducked anybody, but I will say that he definitely chose his fights wisely. And I'm a Mayweather fan.
Right.
But you're not going to get me to sit here and act like this man didn't choose his fights wisely.
Right.
In timely fashions. And I don't hear anything when it comes to Pacquiao because he's the older one. There is no he waited for him to get. He's the older one of the two. If anything, he wanted to fight him earlier, not later. So, but yeah, I didn't mean to go off on that tangent.
No. But the whole thing again is that like Canelo Crawford, people are starting to get into it now, right? They're getting into it to the point where I told you the way the ticket market works, Turf. So then It's been 2 weeks. I checked on it today, and the same tickets that were pre-sale,
right,
for 1,200,
right,
that I was telling you about before,
right.
It is now on resale, verified resales.
Right.
All those different tickets are now 2,400. So I don't know, man. I honestly think that the tickets won't necessarily go down. I think that they're gonna either remain flat because if it's already starting to double up on resales,
right.
They haven't even announced the undercards yet, Turf. We don't even know.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna be on there. You already know we gonna be there, bro. So,
I know.
I don't care if I got a nosebleed seat. The screen's so big, it don't matter. It's like being there.
Right.
It's gonna be like being at home. But yeah, I can't wait, man. We got a couple of more questions, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Scotty Games, obviously one of our guys, man. How long have you guys been doing this for?
This is only episode 5, if you
right.
believe it. We're very young, Scotty. Very young, and we'll start to get to a point, Scotty, once everybody starts to get used to our channel more, and all of our X people and TikTok people start to jump onto YouTube.
Yep.
Or we'll do a day where we'll open it up for an open panel, and we can let you guys personally ask the questions if you want. We're just not ready to do that right now because we're still working all of our different texts and trying to get our timing right. But yeah, this is only episode 5, and
yes.
There's just so much boxing, Scotty. There's so much boxing every week, bro.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, we got a new guy in the building. Jay's in the building. My man says Mayweather ducked a prime Pacquiao. This one is weird to me. It's always been weird to me. I never could understand why anyone would say that an older fighter ducked a younger fighter.
Well, technically, Turf, I don't want you to get caught, but Mayweather actually is older. So just so that you know,
that's my point.
Yeah, Mayweather is older.
How can you duck or wait for somebody to get out of their prime when you're the older one of the two? It doesn't make any sense. So are you trying to say, Jay, that, well, Mayweather got out of his prime, so he needed to wait even longer? out of his prime to wait for Pacquiao to get out of his prime to have that fight. So that's why it went down. Or are you trying to say that? I don't get. It doesn't make sense to me to make that comment.
Well, here's the thing too, Jay, and I can understand where Jay is coming from in the sense that, for example,
Yeah,
Jay,
explain that one to me because I don't know where he's coming from with that. I don't know where
well,
he's coming from.
Jay on the comment has he even put Jose Luis Castillo really beat Mayweather, and that's a very arguable one, right?
It's a valid arguable. That's a very arguable, valid, take. For sure.
And Jay, the reason why a lot of people don't really talk about that much is because what did Mayweather do? Gave him an automatic rematch
immediately,
in less than 4 months, and it beat the hell out of him. So,
yeah, he had a shoulder injury. Yeah, I mean it was obvious.
Right. So, and that's usually how Floyd's been able to get away with it. Like he did it with Medina. It's like, all right, fine, we'll do an automatic rematch and let's see what happens. But here, let me go with this, Professor T. So as you know, I was with Freddie in 2010. We're traveling to Canada for a world title fight, and that was during the time that Mayweather-Pacquiao was being signed. Right. So we're with Top Rank, and Bob Arum tells the team that it looks like this thing might happen. We'll find out 4 years older. Right now, 2010. Okay, This was 2010. So if you remember, if you guys really look back, look at what Mayweather was doing in 2010 and what Manny Pacquiao was doing in 2010.
Right.
That would have been an epic fight.
Yeah.
Would have been epic. And a lot of people will say, well, if Floyd would have fought him in 2010, on that Manny, then things would be different. And this is where I have to speak in the middle, Professor T. I have to speak in the middle for this very reason.
Right.
So someone like Jim Lampley, to this day, will always say, it doesn't matter if they fight again later. It doesn't matter if they would have fought earlier. Styles make fights.
Right.
You got an incredible attacker.
Right.
Against an incredible
counterpuncher.
So it's one of these things where he wouldn't doubt it if the results would always end up being the same anyway, right? Regardless of age. Now that's Jim Lampley. That's not from my mouth. I'm just saying that you can listen to it again. He just did it in Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan talked to him about it last month, and he answered that same question. He said, it doesn't matter even if they fight 2 years from now. It's still,
that is correct.
You got an incredible attacker against an incredible counterpuncher. It's always going to end up the same. Now, having said all of that, during that time, I was with the Manny Pacquiao group. So we were in firm belief, Turf.
Yes.
We were in firm belief that we would have beaten Mayweather. We were looking at all the tapes. We were like, oh man, I think Manny can do it. Manny's got the endurance, blah, 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 right? So it was supposed to happen in 2010. I can't give you the exact breakdown on what really happened as to why it didn't happen at that time.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
All I know is it didn't happen, but because these two kind of went on their own path, 5 years later, remember how that fight got made, Turf? They're in a basketball court together.
Right.
They walk up to each other, they talk about it. Next thing you know, the entire world is talking about it. All the NBA players, the NFL players, and it becomes the biggest fight in history. And almost 5 million pay-per-view buys or something crazy like that at $100 a pop. And it was definitely at a heightened stage of boxing at that time in 2015. So that's 10 years ago. And I think the disappointment was they expected fireworks, Professor T. Like that fight. In all honesty, I've seen that fight several times. I enjoy the fight myself because I'm like that. I like watching tactical fight. That's me. But there was when have we ever name a time, Professor T, that Mayweather was in a rock'em sock'em.
Yeah.
Right? Like even when he was younger, he didn't really do that like that. You know, I'm not. You know, again, he countered, but I guess the closest I would say maybe in his later years was against Cotto.
Yeah.
Like remember against Cotto because Cotto pushed him to the pace a little bit and the weight maybe. But no, man, most of the time Floyd was out athleting everyone.
Right. Out athleticizing everyone.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Correct. That's
Yeah,
hard to say though, actually, consider
yeah,
that's why I had to repeat it for you. I'm like, I don't think I can say that good either.
right, right.
That's a tough.
So, but no, I mean, and I'm glad you said that, Jay. We want people to come on the show with their opinions and
Yeah.
come at us hard with everything, because we can give you a perspective that maybe you didn't think of at the time. But it's hard. It's hard. Like the Canelo ducking Benavidez, that's pretty obvious. The
There's
Pacquiao
no
ducking,
question.
yeah, Floyd ducking Pacquiao. I mean, then we can say forever that Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Marvin Hagler.
Exactly.
They eventually fought. Sugar Ray Leonard, whatever, quote unquote, beat him. However you want to look at it. It was a majority decision. I still think Hagler won. Severe, Hagler won. Everybody knows Hagler won. But whatever. We could easily say that during the time that Hagler was supposed to fight him, which is 3 years prior, what did Sugar Ray Leonard do? It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna retire like Tank Davis.
Right.
You know, just to come back anyways, right?
Cool.
So
And you know it's coming back.
right. So, but yeah, no. When it comes to that stuff, good stuff though, good stuff. I love it when the chat, Twitter, TikTok, anyone asking the questions. That's great. That's great.
All right.
So anyhow, we were talking about Shushu Carrington, and you and I both agreed that we don't think he's ready for the Rafael Espinosas yet. We don't think he's ready for the Angelo Leos of the world yet, or even Nick Ball. Nick Ball is the popular name, and I'm always like, look, man, it's not that I don't like Shushu Carrington,
Right.
but Ray Ford was the champ. Nick Ball beat Ray Ford in a very close split decision. Ask yourself the question, how would it look if Ray Ford fought Shushu Carrington? And then you'll know that Nick Ball, he just because he looks small, Turf,
Right.
doesn't mean he sucks, bro. It's kind of like how people used to underestimate Ricky Hatton all the time.
All the time.
And then he was beating everyone up until Floyd knocked him out.
Yep.
But that's the thing. And then Pacquiao knocked him out, and then that's the thing. But you can't underestimate people because they're small. So now, speaking of that card, I want to get your take because shout out to Big Daddy Jose on this one. This is his favorite fighter.
Hey. I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his favorite. That's his guy, man. I get a text from Big Daddy at least once a week about Xander Zayas. So Xander Zayas is his guy. Xander finally won the world title. Congratulations to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Xander Zayas. He's only 22 years old. He's only 22 years old, Professor T. So 154 pounds, 22 years old, just won the WBO world title against Garcia, who beat Conwell from Ohio. So you tell me, based on that performance, do you like Xander Zayas? Do you think he's in his 154? We talked about how much of a killer group that is, but where do you put Xander Zayas in that?
You just said it, man. It's a killer. It's a killer group, bro. I just need to see a little more. I think I put him in. I put him at the top.
Hold on.
Well, that's what I meant. Like that's what I said. I put him at the top of the mid, if you will. You know what I mean? Like I don't see him at the mid, just straight in the middle.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you some names, and you can tell me if Xander is above or below. All right.
Right.
Sebastian Fundura, who just knocked out Tim Tszyu.
Below.
Okay. All right. Bakram Murtalazayev, who knocked out Tim Tszyu.
Right. Yeah. I would have to say below.
Below, right? So then you got those two in the top. Okay. Technically, because Terrence Crawford, who beat Madrimov, is moving on. The current WBA interim / about to be full champion is Yoenis Tejas, the youngster, right? He's defending Turf on a Most Valuable Promotions card August 23rd It's a great, shout out again to Jake Paul for all the good things he does. He's
Right.
putting together a 20 fight card, I'm sorry, yeah, 20 fights. So 10 on one day, 10 on another. It's on a weekend. He's doing it in Orlando. So that's on August 23rd, and Yoenis Tejas is one of the people fighting on there. So
Yeah.
Xander Zayas or Yoenis Tejas, where would you put Xander? Below? Above?
Ugh.
Yoenis Tejas beat Julian Williams. Just so you
Right.
know.
No, I know. I mean, man, you're putting him at the bottom, bro.
You're putting Xander below Yoenis.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay. All right, okay. Hey, man, that's fair. That's fair. So far, you put him below the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA.
Right. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm not done. How about Virgil Ortiz, who's the WBC interim champion? Is he above or below Xander?
Damn, bro. Ortiz is, I would say, above.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? How can you not, right?
Bro, yeah.
He's been fighting. I mean, Ortiz has been fighting killers in his last 3 fights, right? So how can you not? All right. So then now we've now dropped Xander down to number 6 because we've been right. So this is what you were saying is it's a bunch of killers, man. It's a bunch of killers is all we were trying to say. All right. So then at 154 pounds, let's not forget about this kid who's a body punching killer by the name of Jesus Ramos.
He definitely not going over Ramos.
Okay, so Xander, who's a world champion, still is below Ramos. Hey, man, I got to respect it just because Ramos is a killer, right? Ramos is a killer. Okay, here's the one. Here you go, Turp. This is the one that's going to get hot right here. People are going to get mad. How about Boots Enos, who hasn't even fought at 154 yet?
Come on, man. I would never. Yeah, I know it's not right though, but yeah, it's.
So even though we haven't seen Boots at 154 yet,
never even. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Enos in that joint. I'm taking.
Wow. Okay. So you basically have Xander, even though he just got the world title, and he's 22 years old. You got him like in that number 9, number 10 spot.
He's at the bottom He's at the bottom. That's why I say he's at the top of the mid, but he's at the bottom of the top.
I see what you're saying. He definitely makes your top 12, but he's not. Yeah. He's not even in your top 5.
Not even in top 8.
Wow. Hey man, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I have to talk about it because Xander Zayas is 22. I don't know what his next moves are going to be. The Jerome Boots Enos fight is supposed to be against Josh Kelly next, or they're trying to put that together so that what Eddie Hearn just said, Turf, is that he's trying to get Enos to be ranked high enough in the WBO that after his first 154 fight, he wants to go after Xander Zayas.
Yeah. Wow.
So Enos versus Xander Zayas.
Yeah, I think Xander Zayas is going to have to kiss his little new title goodbye. Like, right?
Hey man, like I said, this is where it gets hot and people get a little upset over this.
I don't see no other way. Boots is not going to lose that fight.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Boots, man. He's so good, bro. He's so good. We haven't even seen him fight at 154 yet, and yet we're already matching him.
We haven't even seen the best of him yet.
That's true.
He hasn't even had a challenge yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, it wasn't that long ago. It was just in April that he fought Emmanuel Stanionis, who was undefeated and was a killer at 154, right? And people forget that. I'd like to see how Xander Zayas does against Stanionis, for example.
Right.
Then we can make a fair comparison of, well, Boots did this to Stanionis, and but But again, we'll see what happens. So now, are you a little bit sad? Let me ask you this before we start to get to the end. Are you a little sad that ESPN will no longer be showing the boxing because that was the last one?
Hey, yes, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I will be sad. So
yeah.
there's
That
no more
Saturday
boxing.
one was the final Top Rank show for ESPN, and Top Rank is now officially a free agent.
DHN. Oh, they're going to DHN.
Well, so their representatives is CAA, which you know in football, CAA represents a lot of different people, and apparently, from what I'm hearing, Turf, and if I'm right, we can go to episode 6 and say, see, my info was correct again. But
Right.
from what I'm hearing, what you might see Top Rank Boxing do is spread out their shows a little bit to different groups. Kind of like the NFL. So you might see a Netflix one. You might see some DAZN ones. You might even see it at like the CW.
Interesting.
Like just kind of popping it around because they want to be free.
Yeah, they don't want to be tied to anyone.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can understand that.
I mean, the thing about Top Rank is if we right now are in the business of buying turf, Top Rank's got some of the youngest talent, and more importantly, some of the youngest American talent, bro. Like their American talent is insane. Like in that one card, they showed Steven Navarro. Right. That kid's good. Emiliano Vargas, come on, Turf. You saw that kid.
Yeah.
He looks like his dad. You know what I'm saying? So, exactly, and his dad was pretty popular, as you remember.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I now they got Xander Zayas is 22, Abdullah Mason who's 21. See what I'm saying? Right? Like there's a lot. They still got Keyshawn Davis. You know, like there's a lot in there with Top Rank. So we'll see what happens to them. But they're not going away. We just don't know. I don't think they'll have a show in August, but again, we should hear anytime between September to the end of the year exactly what's going to happen with them because they have a lot of different fighters that still got to fight, you know. So
yep. No, that makes
no more boxing on ESPN, which actually begs to ask the question: unless you like absolutely are big on football, what's the reason to have ESPN Plus now, Turf?
Yeah, I know, right? There is none because what else are you going to watch?
Well, the UFC's going to Netflix.
That's right.
And Top Rank just finished. WWE is already with Netflix.
I don't do, yeah.
So what is ESPN Plus gonna do, or what do they got now?
They're losing anything combat sports related.
Man,
it's a big mistake. Bro. Big mistake.
I'll tell you who's benefiting is Netflix, bro. Netflix is becoming the thing, which is why, by the way, I said, do you believe when I said that here we go again with Tank retiring? I told you episode 2, this was going to happen. But if Tank versus Jake Paul ends up free on Netflix, Turf, do you honestly believe that all those subscribers wouldn't want to see that circus?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. They're going to look at that. If they own, they may not buy Netflix, but if they have Netflix, they're gonna watch it.
Yeah. Because remember, I told you that I fell for this already, man.
Correct. We all did.
My son was literally begging me, Turf. He was like, "Please, Dad, please, we gotta see it." And I told him, I said, Floyd is going to whoop that boy's butt. Watch. This is not even going to be close. And then I was like, they're wearing what ounce gloves?
Yeah.
Oh, Floyd's going to hurt him. Like, this is going to not be fun. And sure enough, Logan Paul's what, like 220 or 2 whatever. And he was hugging. He was hugging Floyd. He was like, no.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. And that's what's funny is Tank Davis, guys, just so that you know, for as much, as hard as I am on his resume, the man can hit hard. He is one of the hardest punchers in boxing. Right. And I promise you, if Tank Davis is wearing a 10-ounce glove, or a 12-ounce glove against Jake Paul, he's going to hurt Jake Paul. That's right. You heard me say it. You think I'm crazy. You think he's small. Boxing is about skill, and Jake Paul's not there yet.
Nah. Nah, not at that level.
Not at that level. Not at that level. Remember when Ryan Garcia got caught, Turf, and how shocked he looked when he got caught and got dropped by Tank? He was shocked. He was like, "Oh, what was
Uh-oh.
that?"
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and that I can totally see that happening to Jake Paul. I could totally see Tank Davis doing that. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. So, the last thing I'll say, Turf, is you probably didn't get a chance to watch it, so we could cover it on the next episode. But
Okay, yeah, sure.
You probably did not watch the Japanese fights from earlier.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch those.
Let me just say that when you have the time, watching it is totally worth it.
Yeah.
You know, the smaller weight class is where it's at, man.
Absolutely.
They
bang out.
hard.
They bang out, bro.
They bang out for sure. They bang out for sure. So those 3 fights were awesome. There is an upset that happens against the pound for pound number 9 best fighter in the world.
Hey.
So that was the main event. And then the American Antonio Vargas did very well against his Japanese counterpart at 118 pounds. And then there was this 108 new world champion that was crowned. So you'll want to see that all for free. It was on YouTube for any of you guys who want to watch it for free. It's on YouTube on the Zone. And also, Turf, you have the thing. And then the last subject I wanted to mention, bro, was Clarissa Shields, man. I didn't get it.
Easy work. Easy
Did
work.
you like it? Did you enjoy it?
No. No.
You didn't like it at all. Even though it's sold out. You could care. Yeah. What? I mean, if you were with Clarissa Shields, what's next for her? What would you advise her to do?
I don't know, man. Fight a dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's got to be Layla, and even with Layla being at her age, does it really even matter? Somebody needs to step up.
It's tough, right?
Women's sports, man. That's the tough part about it.
I mean, the irony is 2 weeks ago, we saw an awesome women's card for free on Netflix.
100%.
Right? And then we watch this one, and then we're like... and we're not even saying, this is not an attack on Clarissa. We're not
at
saying
all. None of this is.
We love Clarissa. We think she's awesome. But it would be nice if there was someone that would challenge her, right? Or who's her Manny Pacquiao, right? Who's that one? Who's the person, right? So,
it's gonna be when she gets old, unfortunately.
Man.
And then she'll have it as an excuse,
Yeah.
She'll use it. Sorry, Clarissa, but hey, I use it too. Took you long enough, right? Now that's waiting for somebody to get out of their prime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what some could say about Pacquiao. He waited for Mayweather to get out of his prime.
Right.
What do you say about that?
Right. And again, it cuts both ways, right? Like that's the hardest part about it is, and again, having been on both sides,
yep.
To just finish that story I was telling earlier, when I got a chance to go to Mayweather Gym and work with that group, I swear, Turf, I was like, I did not realize, because I was always on the other side.
Right. Yeah.
I did not realize that Floyd worked so hard. Like, that's one of the first things, man, is you go, this guy is a nonstop workout machine. Yep. He's fucking addicted to working out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's addicted to it. He needs to run. And you know how boxers, man, they hate running. Floyd, he runs people in the desert heat, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, that was, and Floyd was doing crazy, like, pull-ups and push-ups and rolling, and then when the way he would work the bag, Turf, sometimes it felt like it was going on forever, and he would just keep working it, and then the rounds, there'd be no breaks in these rounds. They'd be like forever rounds, right? It's the sparring partners that needed the break, but it was never Floyd. Floyd never needed the break. Like it was just,
Right.
it was just different, man. It's a different sort of work mentality that it makes you appreciate how great he really was. It's very and I know there's certain feelings from people who didn't get to see this,
Right. Right.
but it was very Michael Jordan esque, like where you kind
Hey,
of like go,
I agree.
you know.
I'm biased.
I mean, but
I'm
it's hard
biased.
though, Turf, because I can't even say I'm biased or not biased. I got to see how Manny worked out, which to me was amazing. I thought this fucking guy, no wonder he could eat Filipino food and look like that, because he burns so much calories, Turf. Like he throws so many punches, like bang, 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 bang. And we would be bringing in like 5 different sparring partners for this guy,
Right.
right? I mean, like it's insane. Okay. So and then when you got to see how Floyd did it, Floyd, I'm telling you, Professor D, some of the craziest shit is true. Where he'll let's say invite you to
Right.
come because he wants to, like, I don't know, host some of the people, and you'll go to a club together, let's say, right? And it was true that Floyd did not drink,
Right. No.
not
Absolutely.
smoke. He
No.
was literally like hosting people at the club. Like he'd be like, "You doing all right, Professor T? Is there anything you need? What do you want to
Right.
get some drink or whatever, right?" And then like within that same, I don't know, 2, 3 in the morning,
Right.
1 in the morning, whatever, he'll all of a sudden be like, "All right, man, get everyone into sparring partners. We're all gonna go out for a run,
Yep.
and then we're gonna go to the gym with a spar." And that's what I'm saying that's why I kind of compare it to like a Jordan type of a story, because it was true. He would do these crazy things and he would look amazing. He would look amazing. That's why we never bought into the whole Canelo's
Right.
23.
Right.
Floyd's gonna get old. I'm like, I don't know what
Oh yeah.
Floyd's looking at. This
Oh
is
yeah.
no.
Oh yeah.
So actually, and I'll end with this.
Yep.
I got some heat, bro. I went on a couple of other boxing podcasts. Shout out to those guys again. They're awesome. But they're giving me heat because I said if Floyd came out of retirement right now, and he's damn near almost 50, bro. He's gonna be 49 next year. All right. If Floyd were to come back, he would whoop on all the 147s right now. I don't care who it is. And they gave me heat, bro. But I was just saying, right? I was saying, all right, tell me who the 147s are. Rolly Romero?
Yeah.
You think Rolly Romero's going to beat Floyd Mayweather? That shit ain't happening. Come on now.
Nope.
Come on. Like, what are we talking about? Okay? Mario Barrios? Mario Barrios damn got his ass kicked by Pacquiao.
Ain't
What do
gonna
you think Floyd's going to do to him? Floyd's going to destroy Mario Barrios. So
Ain't
that
gonna-
don't count,
Yeah.
right?
Nope.
Okay, so who else you got? The 2 Irish guys who are about to fight, Turf, in September. All right, Paddy Donovan and Lewis
Oh
Crawford.
yeah, Patty. Yeah,
Okay,
I like
I
Patty.
like them both.
Yeah,
And
but
Ireland, those Irish motherfuckers are going to get their asses whooped, Turf, by Floyd, right? By 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
So the last holdout was Brian Norman. And everybody's like, oh, I don't know. Brian Norman. Okay,
He-
Turf,
yeah.
did I not just say that styles make fights?
Right. Right.
I don't even know.
He's tailor made for him.
Well, my whole thing is, and I've had this conversation. Happy birthday, Severe. But I've had this conversation with him where I said, if Haney's a plus 300 underdog, I might bet Haney. I might bet Haney just because I don't know yet, Turf, if Brian Norman can handle a good boxer with a good jab.
Right.
I saw Quentin Randall's ass give him a hard time, and Quentin Randall just fought Saturday against Rowan Polanco.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If Quentin Randall's 15-win ass is giving you a hard time boxing you using the jabs, you don't think Haney might have a chance? He might. Okay? But now we're talking about the Floyd, man. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather, bro. Right? Like, come on, man. Age didn't make him, like, when you've seen Floyd on any of his lives, does he look like he's out of shape? Does he look like he's not working out? You know what I'm saying? I'll guarantee you right now, man. If Turkey Al Sheikh said, "I'll give you $200 million
Right. Oh,
to go fight
he's
Brian Norman,"
in a heartbeat. He'll fight.
bro, he'll be eating those chicken wings during training like he was doing, drinking Coke, bro, or Pepsi, whatever. I think it was Pepsi at that time when I was with him.
Right.
He was eating chicken wings, taquitos, Pepsi, bro, and I'm telling you, he was whooping on everyone.
Everybody.
Whoop. So come on, man. I know it's a hot subject and I got a lot of heat for it, but I don't see anyone at 147 beating Floyd Mayweather Jr. today. That's me.
I could see that. Yeah. And nothing drew my mind to say that you're wrong. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Roxanne Nelson's giving me the laugh. That.
Yep.
Hey, salute. So thanks, Roxanne. Salute. Salute. But anyways, Turf. So that's pretty much it. I'm sorry you didn't get to watch the Japanese fights. We could talk about that on the next episode. And then, so you just did the Junior Olympics. So what's going on for you this weekend then?
Dude, I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah, all right. My daughter comes home actually this week.
Oh, cool!
Shout out to that Gopher girlie. Yeah, she comes home. Got a little break, and that's it. Yeah, and I don't.
You gonna watch some Love Island with the baby girl?
Love Island. You know what? And it's so funny because she watches that mess. She had a boyfriend watching that mess. I'm like, dude, you are a sucker for this. There's no way you could pay me to watch this mess. It is what it is, though. I get it. You got to do what you got to do for you. Right. I got to watch it. I get it.
right.
Yeah, but no.
Well, let me know if you end up wanting to do the. So Oscar Duarte is fighting Kenneth Sims.
Yeah.
This Saturday. So if you decide to want to do a watch party for that.
The thing is, I always want to do a watch party. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, Professor has a pool. And
right.
Saturdays at this time of the year, sometimes parties spring up. Well, trust me, I'm not, I'm always planning to do a watch party Saturdays. But sometimes it's out of my control. I'll just be honest.
Right.
But I think I'm good. I'm good this weekend, though, for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We just got back. My next trip, man, is back northeast, man. Back to Connecticut.
When are you leaving for that? September?
The 11th, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so, no, I'm tripping. When is that?
First week, right?
It's the first week. I get there that Thursday. So the game is Sunday. I get there that Thursday. I'll kick it in, Connecticut Thursday, Friday, probably Thursday, Friday night. Saturday, I'll probably end up going to Boston.
Okay.
And then I'll be there Sunday, prim and proper, because that's 12 o'clock game on the East Coast.
Man, you're going to be pissed when we lose, bro.
I'm going to be hot, man. And it's probably going to be ugly, too. We'll see.
Are you going to be more pissed if we lose the first game in New England or if Crawford gets knocked out by Canelo?
Oh, I'll be Crawford. I'll be pissed if Crawford gets knocked out, period, over it. Yeah, I mean, and the truth is, man, it's a high possibility. Dude.
I can't see it unless Crawford gets killed.
I can't either, but I'm trying to call it objectively in terms of this weight situation.
The weight situation is real.
It's very real. It's never happened in the sport of boxing.
Right.
Let's be honest. And that's what I'm trying to say. But it just so happened that this combination is where it's going to fail, in my opinion, meaning that now you'll have an example of a smaller man beating a bigger man, but technically I don't even think that's true. I've never thought that Canelo was a big man like that.
He is kind of small.
He's small, dude. He's small. Yeah. 5'7", and some change, right?
Yeah. It's just what I was telling you before is he's muscles, man. Like his neck is huge and his lower body is so muscular from all the equestrian riding.
True. I agree. But for me, just knowing Bud's background as far as wrestling is concerned.
That's true.
and I have to bring it up. That's
Yeah.
a game changer. I mean, you can see that kid deadlifting way more weight. You know what I mean? My dog just came in.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
Yeah.
Time to go, huh, doggy? Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, man.
We'll
It's
see.
yeah, it's wild. I can't see it. I can't see it. But
You could definitely see the possibility though
yeah,
that Crawford could outbox him and win.
right.
But
Possible.
but you could also see that this could be Canelo's best performance
Yeah,
to reintroduce himself to the world.
right, right. Oh, y'all see the pain in the butt right here? She's always a pain in the butt. You gonna speak on the mic, girlie? So that's
Give us support.
the This is the dog y'all always hear in the background. Whether it's whatever show it is I'm doing, this is the culprit right here. It's not the other one, it's this one.
Wow.
Ah,
Well, how old is she, Turf?
we think she's like 11 or 12.
What?
We found her at 2 weeks on the side of the road in Granger, Texas.
What?
Yeah, we found her 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yep. 2 weeks,
Wow.
man.
Well, she looks healthy, man.
Oh yeah, she's wild. She's wild. She's still got every bit of every spunk, man. She's got it. Yeah, she surprises me, to be honest, for her age, because she shouldn't be as lively as she is.
That's great, man.
But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yes,
That's
sir.
awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, man, fire episode. This is
Yeah,
episode 6.
excellent episode. Again, we will not miss Wednesday nights. I don't
Right.
care what's going on. I could be in Timbuktu. We will not miss Wednesday nights moving forward.
We'll figure it out.
I have a laptop, exactly. And if we do have to miss, one of us will do it, and maybe we'll have a guest, something like that.
Right.
But this show is moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, for the foreseeable future. Every Wednesday night.
Right.
Yeah, we don't miss. So
Yeah.
please, if you haven't, don't forget, like and subscribe. You got Reyes Boxing on Instagram, YouTube, and then obviously the Knockout Canvas on all the platforms. X, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all of them. It's everyone you can think of.
We're gonna start doing more. We got to get you to do more of the Instagram posts.
Yeah,
I see a lot of
I
them
agree.
going on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32,
Right.
but they're not going on the Knockout Canvas Instagram. So we gotta fix that.
I'm gonna have to fix it. Yeah, they should be, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's just something's disconnected there.
Yep.
And then Ultimate Raider Fan 32 tomorrow night. You and Spence are going to be watching the
Yes,
first
sir.
preseason game of the year.
We got preseason starts tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. Preseason starts tomorrow. First one of the year. The Hall of Fame game. Come on, man.
I'm tripping.
You're killing me, bro.
All right, so hey guys, this technically is the last time that I want to actually air this on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show. I know, but once the
we're gonna wait till the regular season.
I know, but the one I have to think about it. But dang, that's right. That's right. So it is.
It's preseason, man. Who cares?
It is, but yeah. Oh man, who do we get to see tomorrow? You know, we watch.
So it's Seattle Seahawks. Let me check. It's Seahawks versus.
Is it more than one game, or is it
No. It's just the one game. It's just one preseason game. Hold on.
the Seahawks tomorrow? Okay,
I think
Spence.
so. Hold on.
Shout out to Spence, man. And
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's NFL preseason tomorrow, 5 p.m. Spence. You and Turf will be watching Chargers versus Lions preseason.
Oh wow, that's a good game.
So then next week Thursday, you and Spence will watch 2 games, or you'll pick one of 2.
Right, one of the
And
two.
it's going to be either the Colts or the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
or the Bengals and the Eagles.
Okay.
And then, or actually, yeah, because it'll be around the time. And then after you and Spence are done on that same night, because there's 3 games,
Right.
is Raiders Seahawks. So that's next week, Thursday.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah. It started, bro.
Yes,
It
sir.
started.
Yes, sir.
So
All
yeah.
right, man. Well, there you have it. Yeah, until the next episode. But I'm hoping we absolutely get it together Saturday night. It should be a barn burner. So
Yeah, watch party would be fun.
exactly. So check out for us. But until then, man, Professor T and Coach Angelo is out. Peace.